Hey, it's Rod Thorson, Classic Hits 1039 WLPL. On our Facebook page, there's a picture of Illinois without Chicago in it. There's this downstate guy with a neck tattoo and a scraggly beard who wants the state of Illinois to separate between Chicago and downstate. You know, which then leads you to the question, just hypothetically, where would you draw the line? Would you draw like a circle around it, square it off? I mean, what would you do? I don't know. There's a lot of different scenarios just to kind of think about because it's not going to happen. Okay. The other night, I'm just minding my own business, watching Gone with the Wind. It was on like Turner Classics or AMC or something like that. And there they are at 12 Oaks, Ashley Wilkes and all of his Southern gentlemen, and that brazen hussy, what's her name? Scarlett, Vivian Lee, along with Olivia de Havilland, and they're acting all prim and proper and how they're going to whoop the Yankees, right? And Clark Gable walks in, Rhett Butler, that cad, and he's like, hey, you ain't going to do this. They got all kinds of factories. They got all the industry. They got all the money. All we got is cotton and slaves. It's the same type of principle. I don't get where my Southern Illinois, Central Illinois friends, the downstate rural friends, think that solving their problem involves getting rid of Chicago in the state of Illinois. Now, I grew up in Morris, which at the time, was super rural. I go to Illinois State University. I moved in with a couple of guys from near Decatur, and they hated Chicago. They'd never been there, but they hated Chicago. And not just the Cubs either. There's the whole city. Chicago. Some of it may have to do with racism, maybe. Honestly. And I said, why do you hate Chicago so much? They're like, have you seen our roads, the potholes, blah, blah, blah. You think like there's no potholes in Chicago? Anyway, hey, we're all in this together. It doesn't help to say, oh, we're going to separate. We're going to secede from Chicago, create our own new state, for crying out loud. What would be left in rural Illinois? It's a rural ghetto now with cheap corn. All they got are corn and slaves. Well, that's what farmers are today. Slave to Monsanto, essentially. I'm Rod Thorson. World. Go to Classic Hits 1039 WLPO on the app.